Okay, so when you get your sizing kit, we're going to make molds of your fingers so we can make the most accurate press-ons ever. You're going to get this little box, and it has the putties in them, all right? It's a silicone putty. You're going to get an orange wood stick, and you're going to get a fingernail file. What you have to do when you get your kit, wash your hands. After you wash your hands, I want you to file your nails, right? File your nails. And to go through and shape all of them to your best of your abilities. Yeah. I mean, you could leave some free edge there. That's no biggie. But it is definitely better to file them because technically when you're putting on your press-on nails, you will file them anyway. I do typically leave more nail than normal under my press-ons, but I always make sure I file, at least round them out. And if you want to file them after you wash your hands, that's fine. If you want to wash your hands after you file them, that's what I mean. If you want to wash your hands after you file them, then that's fine too, because you're going to have some dust. But essentially, you do want your hands to be clean. We're also going to push back our cuticles, and that's why I sent the orange wood stick in the kit with you. Okay, so because what we're going to do here is we're going to actually make molds of our fingernails. So after our nails are filed, go ahead and put your file on the side, and now you're going to push back your cuticle. Don't be all crazy. Just push it back nice and soft because we're going to want a good tight fit. And honestly, you're supposed to be pushing back your cuticles before you add your press-ons on top. The reason for the molds is it's going to make the accuracy of your press-on nails flawless. Unless you gain like a significant amount of weight, because you actually do gain weight in your fingers too. So see, I'm just pushing my cuticles back. Nice and gentle. You can give yourself a full-blown manicure if you like, but nice and gentle. And don't throw the orange wood stick out because you're going to need it. Do both hands. It's important because like these fingers are not the same on the base, and you can really see that when you do the molds. And it's imperative that we get a good mold because it's gonna make the press-on nail creation part even easier. And in some cases, if I have to, I can sculpt. This is really good for people who might have toe thumbs, or maybe you have a finger that's like very strange. I'm gonna get this little piece of skin off. Cool. So now I'll push back my cuticles. I've filed my nails. I'm gonna go and wash my hands. Okay, so put our orange wood stick and our file and our orange wood stick to the side. It's gonna come in this little container. You're gonna take out of the container the packages, the blue and the white. Now, this might take a little time, but the whole point is to mix it well, fully. Just rip it open like that. And honestly, you can mix 2 or 3 and then get started. but I'm going to run through. I'm just going to rip open these little, because I want to make sure I get all of it out. And then we have to like mix it really well. Like, don't play around. Mix it. Mix it. I don't want it to be half white. I don't want it to be half blue. I want it to be, see, that mixing don't even take that much time. Look, it's just like you kneading some dough. Now, I'm going to take it and press it down on my finger. See how I'm pressing? I'm pressing it to the front of my finger. I'm pressing it all over. So I get a good impression. Now, this is my thumb on my left hand. So this is actually L5. Do that light. So that's the first one. Now, let's do the rest. It takes 20 minutes for the putty to fully set. But I don't send me it with it marbled like this. Make sure you fully mix it. Why? Because we want a good mold. See? Real good. The ones that they're in the packages together, because they're equal parts. I have to weigh everything out. And then I'll make this even easier. This is L5, so this is L4. And I'll just put 4 dots. That's better than trying to draw out a 5. Now, we're going to do this. Keep it up. And it's staying on there. You can tell if it's a good mix or not. The color don't look true. The color looks true when it's a good mix. Then I make it a ball and I put it on my finger. Oops. L. Three. In addition to it coming with this, you're going to get a return label envelope. In that return label prepaid envelope, you're going to send back this container with all your fully molded fingernail molds. And you mail that to me. It's got a tracking number on it, so I'll know when it gets to me, and so will you. And then I'll get started on your set. And it's going to be so much easier to make the nails that are custom fit to your fingers, because what? I'm going to reverse mold and make little fingers. And you're probably thinking, like, Chloe, why would I do this? Why would I do this when I can just measure? You don't have to measure. I know this technique is going to take a little time. Having the kit cost a little bit more money. But think about this. you're going to be able to get absolutely perfect press-on nails. You could do one hand and then do the other if you want to do it while you're watching TV. It's easier to mix the other one if you make sure you have it hanging on really good. And I know this is not ready yet because I actually only been on the video for about 10 minutes. And it's 20 minutes, full 20 minutes for this to absolutely set. So set up your timer on your phone, watch a full hour show. Whatever you got to do. So I'm making sure I'm pressing it down, getting real good contact with the whole finger. And then this one is L1. Cool. Now I'm going to do my other hand off camera and then I'll show you what it looks like. I'm going to show you how I'm doing the opposite hand because it does get a little bit more difficult doing the opposite hand. So I am still pressing in everything. Look. Then my middle finger instead of doing the actual other pointer finger. So for the R, I feel like just doing this, like an 8 almost. And then this is finger 5, 4, 3. Don't worry, I know what it is. This is how I'm doing it with the... I'm right-handed. So that's why I did the left first. Because we still want to make sure we mix it good. And I set up Alexa for a 20-minute timer. I'm going to do this pointer finger last because I'm really using it to work. And then I'm going to place my finger down into it. And then press with my palm. And get a really good impression. Whoops. Press too hard on the end there. Cool. This is R2. I'm going to do the pinky and then I'll do this pointer finger last. But it's totally going to be worth it. And then on this hand, I can feel it kind of like tightening up and loosening up at the same time. Meaning it's almost just about set. But we don't see how it's marbly. Don't do it. Don't leave it marbly. Mix it good. Think about all the shapes, nails we can do. that I could just make absolutely perfect because I literally have your actual nail beds. Like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Take my pinky, press it down. Now, mold it around. Get a good fit. Whoops. Made it too thin. Press too hard. Just push it back. Cool. That's R1. I'll know what it is. 1. Cool. Last one is going to be the pointer. This is R4. Okay, so all the fingers are done. Okay, so then what you're going to do is you're going to have your little container and you're going to take your molds off, right? And you just wiggle your finger and it comes off. And look, see down in there? That is your finger mold. So this is my left hand and I am going to, this was L5. L5, I'm going to put it in there. Slip my finger out, L4, L3, and then when it gets back to me, I'm going to make a reverse mold, L2, and L1. Perfect. You can clean the little extra bit that's under your nail with your orange wood stick and go wash your hand. By the time it gets to me, it will be even more set. It'll be totally hard and it'll be easy for me to do the reverse molds. But yeah, after you get done with this part, go wash your hands. So the next video, I'll show you what the molds look like and what the final set will look like.